Hey guys, well, we're gonna try a different format right now. The suggestions were to keep the sped up portions, but in the actual game or actual episode rather than doing separate bonus footage. So this is me moving stone from the cart that we got from the mine, and so that's all I'm doing here. That's why the video is sped up times 4. The important parts that I thought were kind of cool to look at, I've slowed down to regular time, and I've let the audio in those. But for some reason, I wasn't talking through this portion or any of them really. Again, I think it might have been because I was thinking this was gonna just be bonus after work footage, and it turned out that people wanted to just kind of hear what I was actually doing. So I think I'm moving all the stone back to here. Now it's going to slow down, and I'm going to start moving the cart down. I made a save right there just in case something bugged out. I've noticed with this game, pulleys and such, they don't like to work well, and they sound horrible when I'm moving it. You probably hear that background noise right now. And what I'm doing right now is I'm looking through that gap. I can't really show it via the mouse, but the gap to the right between the beams is where I'm looking for the cart. And I can't quite see it, so I'm moving out to see if I can see it. Coming down here, and then I realize it's stuck on something. It's stuck on these two saplings that have grown that weren't there before. So I'm really grateful that it didn't break the whole thing. And I apologize for any coughing or anything that I did. I'm not sure. There's an audio spike here, but I'm not sure what happened. I think I coughed. And so I just get it all the way down there. Looking down, I'm trying to find the best way to look, and I determined that it was like, if I look through the beams here, I can see it. And I didn't want to get it too close onto the platform. So as soon as I got down to a reasonable area, I decided, you know what, that's good enough. And I do apologize, it's dark out. With planets, now the sun goes around the planet, so there's no way to make it permanently day, so it's easier to see. And then I proceeded to chop logs forever. And in fact, I even cut out some of the footage here. It will pan to like when I'm done. Here, somebody had recommended about the branches 2 videos ago or so. And as you can see with that, had actually figured out that the branches did that. So again, thank you for that input. I literally had that already. I just hadn't gotten around to stating that in the video. And then we've gone over to the next one. And if you want to see in detail what I was doing there, you can always slow down the video on YouTube. They do have that option. Primarily, I don't like the branches because, yeah, they're treated as sticks. But I'm not interested in the sticks. I'm only interested in the logs because those are what I'm going to be building with. And you'll see why I want the logs in a moment. Well, a little bit longer than a moment. So right here, I'm kind of putting around the inner wall, sort of, because I'm starting to prepare for the actual castle. And I need a courtyard over there, but I was trying to plan it out. And so that's why you see all the wood sticks everywhere, but I'm not putting any stone on them. at the moment because I was trying to figure out exactly how I wanted it to look. And once I was pleased with that, I did come back and filled in the stone area. As you can see, I'm starting to do that. Let's see here. Yep, I ran it. Nope. At some point in time, I don't know if I cut it out, but I ran back in to grab some stone to fill that in. That might be in the next section. Here, I'm trying to recover some of the wood timbers I used to lift up the cart so I could add an extra point to it to make it odd in number and length. So I think it's 11 wide now. And here I am cranking it back up. A lot of noise. A lot of noise. This definitely goes on for some time. It's something I want to be cautious about when I do this. Plus, it's for some reason sometimes I'll be aiming at the wheel, and then it'll for some reason not work. And I come down over here to make sure the cart's coming up because I can't see it. Because I've had it when I was my original design, it hit the wall and broke. It was bad. It was really bad. All right. So I stopped it right there. Got myself a timber real quick. And I was having a bit of trouble trying to get it to stick. That's why I'm using my body to try to stop it from moving. And got a timber in there. Perfect. And then all of a sudden it looks like the rope's gone. And I'm kind of panicky about that. I'm like, oh, come on. I don't need this kind of aggravation. And I determined later on that the rope was still there. So the next thing I'm doing here, which is kind of cool, is, or at least I really enjoyed building, was I needed a way to get to the cart and without jumping up over the brick wall or stone wall there every time, or stone foundation, I guess would be the proper way to say that. So I'm just mapping it out, decided that's where I want it, and so I start tacking it into place with that. And the problem with the support beams like this is they are very finicky about where you can hit them with the hammer and still have it work. Once it gets to that next build point, it disappears. I don't like that. So, devs, are you watching? Please fix that, because that'd be great if I could like aim at any point at that and be able to construct it. I think that was the biggest problem I had with this building, is trying to get those tacked up right. And there I've run out of logs, and I wanted to use the logs inside first before I went back. And I haven't decided if I'm gonna keep the audio on this or not. At some point in time, I did notice that I started singing along to the song that I was listening to at the time. In order to do, you won't ever hear the songs that I'm listening to because I have it set up with some virtual audio cables, so that it only records the game and my voice, but nothing regarding the actual music. Yeah. Here I'm trying to find the floor, but it didn't post or go on. And there it goes. But it's very finicky at best. I mean, as you can see, it took some time. I probably hit control at that point. Yep, I brought my my HUD back on. It'll be a few more videos, I think, before I realize that I need to really fix that problem. I think it looks pretty neat. Now I'm going to add some stairs to it to complete the look. And I haven't, while I was doing this, I thought about adding railing to it, and I thought, no, because I need to get off of that pretty quickly, probably, to do other things. And so I'm just tacking that up, too. Yeah, 100%. Awesome. I'm walking over it just to see if it, you know, it's smooth. One more hit for good measure. I'm just checking to make sure. I kind of don't like the way it was. As you can see, the wood is flat up. And I kind of didn't like that, and I was debating on whether or not to change that, but I decided to leave it in the end. And so here I grab my, well, let's see, do I grab my first set of wood? I don't know. It's been a while. Like I said, I recorded this video probably 2 weeks ago, but I hit exams, and the last 3 weeks, including this week, I hit like exam time for 4 of the 6 classes I'm taking in college right now. So recording and it just took a back seat. Okay, so I'm monitoring my work and I'm satisfied. So we're gonna speed up the video here because at this point I'm just gonna tack down all the stone here. And I can't remember if I run out of stone or just decide to see what everything's gonna look like. Like I said, I think it's been either 1 or 2 weeks. I didn't do it I didn't record last week. I know that much because I was playing a new game called Stardew Valley, which, by the way, if you're interested in that game, as far as watching that series, it's going to be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. It's pretty easy to record and get out there because it's, I don't know. I really enjoyed it and just overdid on it over the weekend. It was a good stress reliever for me, especially with all those exams. Alright, there I'm just creating another hammer because mine, I think either broke or was about to break. I can't remember. And the preview screen is far too small for me to figure that out. And I do appreciate the advice, and somebody recommended a video editor, but after trying a few, I still, even for its simplicity, prefer Windows Movie Maker. And right now, I'm in college, so I can't really afford a professional editing system. So, like it suits the needs. Here, I'm trying to figure out where I want to put the courtyard wall. I don't know if it's actually, I don't know if that would be considered a courtyard wall or whatever it is, but this won't be the main castle portion. This is like an outer wall for shops and such. So I've decided that I want to go that far out. I think several times I go around this mountain because I fall off. Yep, there I go, falling off. I don't know if it'd be considered a mountain or a hill at this point, because it's pretty tall. I guess it's just a hill, but still, I fell off it several times. There we go, I take that down. And my rule of thumb was to try to make sure that all the stone was down first in the bottom layer before continuing on. That way I could actually apply stone to it. Because when it's down, there was no real way to get up to that first layer. If I had to put the stone on first, I'd have to build scaffolding. It just was easier for me to put down the stone for the bottom layer first. Pause there. I think I had to get the door for a package that came in, and then here I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I decided that I wanted to put a turret right there, and so I needed more sticks so that I could do the outline. I think I also ran out of stone, which was another problem I had. And I was like, you know what? Well, I want to get the outline out first so I know exactly what I want to do. And I decided that's where I want to put that. These are a bit tricky, these larger ones. So I could insert that one that you could see right there. A little bit. I don't know if you could really see that. So I'm placing down more. I can't place, for some reason, a stone foundation there. And I'm looking at the codes, trying to figure out how to do it. I can't figure it out for some stupid reason. It won't go. And I think that's about where I gave up. So this has been this episode. I hope you like this version. I'm going to put a little bit of music over in the background for the times I stopped to try to figure out what I was doing. Thank you for watching, and keep the advice coming in. Take care. Bye.